So that's the bet that I'm making. One side effect of doing this vlog I did not anticipate is the amount of sleep I don't get because I'm editing the videos. Right now I'm going to bed around 1 o'clock in the morning. My daughter wakes up ready to rock and roll around 6. So right now I'm operating on about 5 hours of sleep the past few days since I've been doing this. It reminds me a lot of when my daughter was born. Nobody told us that once she reaches her birth weight, we could stop waking her up every 2 hours to feed her. And so we continued doing that, which formed a habit in my daughter's brain that eventually turned into her waking up at 1, 2 in the morning, and then staying up for 4 or 5 hours, falling asleep for maybe 30 minutes, and then being ready to rock and roll for the rest of the day. This is literally how me and my wife's life was for like the first 2 years of my daughter's life. Needless to say, we're really hoping baby number 2 is different. Fozy, what's up, man? Yes, so I ordered the inspection on the property. Emily's going to be out there as soon as she can. I'm not the only one that is requesting inspections from her, and so as soon as she's available on her calendar, she's going to go out there and inspect it. I already got the quote done. We went over those numbers, if you remember, the ones you were good with, and after she inspects it, she'll give us the green light and we can rock and roll. Nope, I totally understand. That's literally all we're waiting on. Sure. I will let you know as soon as it's done. Awesome, man. Have a good weekend. All right. Bye. So, that is Fozy. Every day, like I'm sure by now you know, I go business to business. Right now, I'm focusing on body shops, collision centers, and mechanic shops. I stopped in a mechanic shop last week, and the guy just renewed his insurance, so he's wanting to wait until his renewal comes up. But he told me that he just bought a building that houses an auto shop. And so we are doing the insurance on the building itself for him as the owner. And hopefully, I'm going to stop by there this week to talk to the person that owns the business that's there about doing his insurance as well. Run, 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 run! He's so fast. Hey, beautiful.
It's time! The $100 million money models book launch is finally here! Welcome to the stage, Alex Hormozi!
So my wife shared something on Facebook and tagged me in it that really, when I read it, I started tearing up, trying not to cry, because as a dad, I wanted to be a dad so bad, so early on in my life. And now that I have that blessing and opportunity and starting this business, now I have to, it's very weird, because I have to take time away from my family, which is the most important thing to me, to build a better future for them. So I have to take time away from them now to take better care of them later. And it's really difficult. Especially when my daughter really wants to spend time with me, but I can't because I'm working on something for the business. Or she really wants me to play with her, but I can't because I'm working on marketing, or I'm putting a quote together, or something else for work, for the job, for the business I'm building. And so my wife sent me today, my wife tagged me in this on Facebook, and my daughter's 3.5. Says there's just something about 3. They're big enough to climb into your lap without help, but small enough to still melt into your chest like they did as a baby. They can put their shoes on the wrong feet all by themselves, but still reach for your hand when you walk into a busy place. Their sentences are longer now, but they still mispronounce the words you secretly hope they never say right. They'll tell you they can do it all by myself, but moments later they're calling for you to come watch. They run into the world with fearless little legs, but still turn around to make sure you're close enough to see them. 3 is wild giggles and sticky hands. It's tiny arms thrown around your neck. It's watch me and come play, and I need you tucked into every moment. It's this soft, fleeting in between where they're not quite a baby anymore, but not all the way grown either. And you find yourself holding on just a little tighter because 3 feels like it might disappear faster than you're ready for. And all that is amplified now because I have this future that I'm trying to build for them, trying to build for her. And when she does say, "Dada, watch me," or "come play," I can't always. And I know that time is ticking away. And so it's a weird burden that you carry as a father. And sometimes I find myself wondering if it would be better to just go work for somebody else. Get a 9 to 5 where we make enough money to pay the bills, and I'd see her a lot more. But there's this thing that's inside of me that won't let me do that. Like there's something inside of me that drives me to build something, drives me to create something. And so it's this weird battle inside of me that I deal with multiple times every day. And I don't know if you can relate to that, but like typically when my daughter wakes up from her nap, I'm not here because I'm out prospecting and doing things. But today, she woke up from her nap and I was here. And she sprinted to me, tackle hugged me, and then snuggled next to me for the next 30 minutes. And then she wanted me to play blocks with her. But I was watching a live training on money models in business to help a business grow faster, more effectively, and to make more money overall. And seeing her sadness is really just crushes me. And so hopefully 5 years from now, when I've built a really big, successful business, I can look back at moments like this and it was worth it. But there's always risk involved in business. And so this is one of those bets that I am making. Is that when my daughter's 8 and she's playing softball or volleyball or soccer or whatever she's doing, that I will have built an infrastructure where I can be at those if I want to be, which I will want to be, at every one of them, screaming in the stands. So hopefully she doesn't get embarrassed by that. But my bet is that if I sacrifice now, I won't have to sacrifice those moments when they come later. And my hope is that I can... There's a quote that I heard a while back, and it was sacrifice while they're too young to remember, or sacrifice when they're too old to forget. And so the bet that I'm making is, even though I will remember, that sacrificing time with her now that when she's 8 and 10 and 12 and 15, she won't remember, will be worth it when she's too old to forget that I was there. So that's the bet that I'm making.